I know you have been to Nepal. I would like you to talk something about Nepal. How do you find it?
Well, I've been to Nepal a couple of years ago, and my first impression was it's a very beautiful country. I come from Denmark, and we don't have a lot of mountains, so the mountains are definitely something I enjoy a lot. And the temples, the old culture, the mix of Buddhist and Hindu is pretty awesome. Especially when you come from a country like Denmark where there's like only one religion. So very beautiful country, the nature especially, and friendly people.
Okay. So, shall we start with our interview regarding the usability test?
Yes.
Okay. The first question is, have you visited the website I had to send you? Think about the homepage, the website homepage.
My first impression is the pictures are nice, but maybe it should be updated. It's okay, say it politely. Um, but I mean, the menus function and I know what it's about, but I could definitely use some more information and maybe some updated part about the company. I mean, especially the About Us part is could use a gentle hand. I mean, it's a little, the language, you get the point of the language, but it could need a dictionary maybe or something. I mean, the message gets across, but it's really hard. It gets disturbing to read it. And I mean, if the point about the company, there's a lot of mistakes, then maybe you seem a little unprofessional. So I would definitely update that part. That's the first.
And about us.
Yeah, about the company part. Because that's one of the first things I look at to see if it's to check the credibility of the professional level of the company. And if that seems a little off, then I get skeptical at the beginning. That's the first thing I check when I don't know a new company.
Fine. Heading towards the next questions. What do you think the purpose of this site is?
Well, the purpose of the site would be to make people aware of the travel agency and the services they provide. I think they do that pretty well. There's a long list of services, and I get a good impression that they can basically do anything. And I guess that's the point they want to make. This is a travel agency that can arrange all my needs, whatever they may be. That point gets across, that's the image that I get. But maybe in a more, the manner seems a little messy. There's a lot of stuff, and I mean, I know what you're trying to sell, but it's kind of, it's all a little messy. A little less menu points, maybe, I don't know.
Our next question. Would you find easily what you were looking for?
Yeah, I mean, again, I would like to, if I were going again, I would like to see all the UNESCO sites, and that's really easy. There's a tour with that. And if I like the trekking, there's a lot of trekking tours. So the accessibility is good, but maybe there's a little too many points. I mean, maybe a few points and then leading out to more, because straight away it's a little confusing. But I mean, if you use 1 minute, then you kind of get the point. But I like the part where the tours are divided into separate tours for different people who want to trek or want to see the cities or whatever.
So, next questions. How useful and helpful is the navigation system?
Again, a little too big maybe, but it works and it makes sense, which is the most important thing. But I would definitely put a few points to make it more streamlined.
Yeah, do you think it's in an arranged way? According to the customer's hierarchy, what they are looking for?
I mean, it works a little, but I would make fewer points, and I think maybe a young guy like me will find it easier than I mean, if you're older or not that often on the internet, it would be an obstacle. There's too many points, I think. What's it called?
Photo gallery.
Yeah. Like this is a trekking trip in a picture, some trekking.
Like the real pictures they have, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
like that.
Exactly.
Next question. Could you tell what the page is about?
Yeah, most
In
definitely.
which page you are in right now, like?
Yeah, I mean, the more you go along the menu, the harder it seems to be. So you could have like maybe a heading or something, making it more clear where I am at that point in the page. Definitely.
Like certain kind of indicators and all.
Yeah.
Did you find that in the website?
If you are confused, then you can, but you can do it right now.
You can just go.
I can go look.
Yeah.
Well, it says so here in huge letters, but I mean the layout and of the stuff doesn't change that much. So I mean compared to if I'm in one of the other tours, it kind of looks a little the same. I would just like a picture or something, maybe, or different colors or something would be my guess. But I mean, you can easily find what you're looking for and you can understand what's the main points of it. And I like the itinerary, pointing out very specifically what you can do. You can always change it.
So you find it not that easy, that way you are just...
It could be easier, and then again I'm used to the internet, so I would think maybe my mother wouldn't find it so easy to navigate.
So, what kind of services customer usually look for from this kind of website?
Really, I would look for somewhere where I could get a travel to Nepal, and when traveling so far away, I would go for a company that could offer everything. But the thing that strikes me the most, probably about the webpage, is there's no price on the tours. There's no, I don't even know, send a mail or contact by phone or something. Usually you just have like a button, I want to get this trip, pay with some kind of credit card or something. That would at least be a lot easier.
You are focused on the online services now, no?
Yeah, I mean other travel agencies, and when I book like plane tickets and stuff, it's usually very simple and I can do everything on the webpage. I don't have to send an email, I don't have to phone people. I don't know if it's just Danish people, but phoning people and mailing people can be kind of awkward. It's easier to just, if there's like on the site stuff that I can do, like pay and reserve this, and if I can do everything like that, it's easier for me as the customer.
How you find the layout of the website?
Again, it's good, could be better. It's a little confusing with all the menu points, so I would cut some and maybe more pictures, because it's really nice design, but it all looks kind of the same. Especially the last part, the photos. There's not that many photos, and I really like the photos, so maybe a few more.
Yeah, the photo part most probably attract the, the...
Yeah, that's what you look at when you go to the page. The first thing I see at least is, wow, pretty picture. I want to go there again.
Picture talks more than the words.
Words,
Yeah, like that. Okay. What will influence or encourage you to return to this site in the future, in this website?
Probably if I felt like they could offer me the service that I needed. And in this case, I feel they explain very good what they can offer, but the packaging isn't maybe that great. It seems a little... I would maybe be worried that the company isn't that big. Like if there were more pictures and more online paying stuff, then I would definitely go back. This would seem trustworthy. Um, yeah. But I mean, if I was planning a trip again, then this would be maybe a site I would revisit. I would go look, is there other sites, maybe easier for me, that provide the same service. But I like the part about the all included, we can fix everything in the service.
Overall package.
Yeah, the package, and then if I don't want this little part, we can maybe change it and we can talk about it. That's pretty good.
Our last question. If you are given a chance to make certain changes in this website, what would you prefer?
I would add more pictures. Maybe get a bigger logo, because I like the logo. I like the color scheme, but I might change it a little depending on where I was in the menu. Or like some small avatar, small picture, so it gets a little clearer.
Okay.
That's about it. And then I would add a payment method. That's I can't forget
More
that.
of payment.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing, but I suppose that would be hard. But or maybe not necessarily to pay, but that I get a feel this is now I have reserved this thing with a click of a button and not all this email back and forth stuff. But I like it easy, so that might be me.
So about that navigations, that home page and that's about us in a sequence, what would you prefer the
I
first?
would probably arrange it the other way around. I think usually the about us is last and the things you provide is first. But
Services.
yeah,
First.
yeah. I would definitely do that.
Okay.
And of course home first, but home is first. So
Yeah.
that's but I would make about us and contact and all that stuff last. And all the pretty stuff and exciting and the thing you actually want to buy from the site first. Definitely.
Now we are at the end of the interview. And thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
It's our pleasure to be with you.